go spelunking.
All right, so you head back to the bungalow, and you've got a map that will assist you, so it will be very, very hard for you to get lost in the sewers. That is super important. I'm sure what the primary goal was here.
That is the plan, yes.
Getting not lost is good. So
and also, if we see them running, having some idea of where they might be trying to escape to.
Exactly. Yep. And also, you guys could spend some time and stake out all the areas and see what the most used, least used, average. Like, we would probably have to montage it because otherwise we'd be literally playing here and making rolls for many more sessions. But yeah, you have a generally, you are not, going into the lair of the beast unprepared, as it were.
I'm probably just going now, because I want to... Hannibal definitely is feeling antsy about the thought of people running in the sewers doing magic stuff.
No. Morello, though, I think, will take the more cautious approach, and maybe she does ask the others to possibly stake out for no more than a couple of days to see which between those 2 days are more used than others. So then perhaps we could use that to our advantage.
In that case, I would like to run some tests of Black Powder, please.
I mean, yeah. It's, she, definitely, no, she knows that, time is not, a thing she, has, in a sense. She has a lot of things to do. She wants to wrap this up quickly.
This is not, they're not trying to take over the city or anything like that. It's clear this is, running an operation, right? Yeah. There's some weird shit going on, obviously. I think the more pressing concern is everything else going on, really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, again, that's why she doesn't want to spend more than a couple of days.
For example, I'm just going to lay it out there. For every day that passes, the whole church thing is going to get worse and worse.
Yes.
Just as an FYI, you guys have already started to see how it gets worse and worse every day. And
yes.
Additionally, it's another reason why all, the thieves guilds and stuff have been in hiding, right? Is not necessarily because they've been warring with these weird assassin-like people, but probably because, the church is all up in arms and hunting and killing people every day.
Yep.
So, the longer you guys stay here, the more chance you have to get caught, right? It's very low, but if you just get, hang out here forever, eventually it'll happen. And then the assassins are still after you, too. They could come to your home and try and kill you. So, the time limit is not as set as, I'm trying to make you believe. You could spend a week if you wanted to,
Oh no, she understands that. She understands, but her mind is she wants to deal with this problem, and then possibly, if there are no other problems within the city that she needs to deal with, leave. She wants this in and out, but she wants to also be prepared enough for it.
Okay.
Type of deal. So maybe spending a day, 2 at most, would be sufficient, but that's just her opinion. Because, just, by the way, we got the maps. Okay, we know where their entrances are. Alright, let's go in. Type of thing is kind of
sure.
It's a little gung-ho. At most a night or 2.
Sure. Everybody else, does that sound like a valid plan to you guys?
I'm fine, I'll go run some tests, please.
Of course, we know what you want.
Gonna make some explosives, it's gonna be great. That sounds good to Arkady. I mean...
she sees both sides.
He would also take the opportunity just to, check in with other people in the party to see what else we could bring to bear.
Yeah, it's not she makes the decision and doesn't tell anyone about it. No, she asks everyone what's their opinion.
No,
do we go in now, or do we wait a day or 2? Type of thing.
I think that if you came to Vi at this point, she would look at you, take a coin out of her pocket, flip the coin, see what it says, and then say, I think we should go in now.
Yeah, and so Farron if you come to Farron, he would be like, I can get us a couple of men, like a couple of good, strong, burly men, but outside of that, we'd have to pay them because they're taking the danger on for us, right? Like, the whole save your city thing doesn't really apply to thieves. So,
She knows that. And she kind of looks at Farron. Are you going to pay them?
He kind of like raises an eyebrow, and he probably says something along the lines of like, if their rates are within my limit.
She just she probably just nods, and she's like, if you wish to hire men for this job, so be it. But I trust the company with us to deal with this problem, whether it be with others or not.
And I'm sure he says something appropriately heroic, like, with you at our side, Marilla, nothing could slay us.
I really hope he's writing another song about her.
He most certainly is.
So, while we're scoping these things out, I think Arkady is going to... Actually, there's some things that he's wanted to talk to Vi about lately, so if it's not like while we're on watch or something, he's just going to find an opportunity to talk to her alone over the next day or two.
Being on watch seems like a reasonable, because buddy system, always, and nobody ever...
Yeah, Vi's such a fan of the buddy system.
And nobody ever wants to put Chester and Vi together anymore, so they separate them.
I don't know why.
I know, jeez, we're such a good team.
I did it once, and look what happened. Now I know the mistake of doing it.
He's not wrong.
We've made it this far together. God.
Well,
it wants to see what would happen, and then Chester fucking angers the entire church. That's what happens.
You start one crusade, and suddenly that's your thing.
Yep.
No kidding.
So anyway, yeah, you've gotten Vi alone, with no other prying ears around.
Right. So, I think as a conversation opener, you start with the relatively casual question. Vi, I have been meaning to ask. You have impressively variable fashion sense, and he gestures at sort of the way she's constantly transforming her look magically. Is there any chance perhaps you could make yourself look like one of these men?
I've never tried to look quite so different as to make myself look male, but if I gave it a shot, I could try. What is your thought?
I'm just thinking, if they all look alike, then how can they tell which one you are? It could be excellent opportunity for infiltration. They're not going to question the copy, yes? Just thought I was keeping in mind.
Well, we have a few days. I could try a few things, see if any of it looks like it might work.
Yes. Also, on subject of, shall we say, time constraints and causes thereof, and he glances at the window to what I'm going to assert is a dramatically appropriate church patrol marching by at that point.
Absolutely.
I have been meaning to ask. I have never entirely understood. You and Chester, I have only ever known you as team, obviously, and you're undeniably infamous. But I will speak plainly, you have so little loyalty to anything else, yet you are so devoted to raving murderer? It is not clear to my understanding what is purpose, what is reason for devotion.
By raving murderer, who exactly do you mean? That could be many.
Right. I am going to suggest that perhaps amongst members of residents of this dwelling at the moment, only one of them has murdered a man of church for money.
Well, yes, that is what I figured you were referring to, but...
Yes, you understand me. You take my meaning.
I do. I was just clarifying. Well, You see, we have a history, Chester and I. I don't know really how to explain it other than that we were both, alone for a long time until we found each other.
And for all the whimsy of the directions you take in your life, you have never questioned this bond.
I don't think that you really quite understand how our relationship works, Petrov. I know you've seen a lot from the outside, and I don't really know how much I care to give away to you. But let's just say he's the only person on this planet that I would die for.
I freely admit I do not understand. Is why I ask questions. So to be sure, you are correct on that. And if you wish for me to continue to not understand, you are succeeding. So, well done.
My question is more to you, Petrov. Why do you let us stay? If you think that we are such horrible humans.
Well, okay. First point, I am still not entirely convinced Chester is human. Just laying that out there. But apart from that, on one point is a matter of Lady Fairheart, who continues to believe that you are trustworthy, despite anything that anybody might say, and I am loath to cause additional conflict with fire individuals such as yourself. And secondly, I mean, you know me. You know I respect you on a professional level, even if I do not understand your motivations, and I abhor your partner on a fundamental basis.
Trust me, I know he is an acquired taste, but when it comes down to it, he will have your back, Petrov, I promise you.
Yes, my concern is that he will then put knife in it.
Do you truly believe that, Petrov?
Was that not clear? Yes, I absolutely and truly believe this. Yes.
Well, trust me when I say this. If I tell him not to, he won't. How's that?
You are absolutely terrifying individual. Please take that as compliment which is intended.
I absolutely will take that as a compliment.
So then I think we get the if that's the end of the conversation.
That's good for me.
I think that we get the shot of Chester and Farron just like silently sitting in the dark, like, you know, maybe Farron's like polishing a dagger or something, and they're just like looking. They just like have this moment. They look at each other, give the head nod, and like continue going back to whatever they're doing.
I'm enjoying this crossbow bolt that needs to be ever so slightly longer to cause more pain.
Right. You're making little notches in it, so it takes more skin off when it enters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like
This one has Farron's name on it.
You're etching names into your crossbow bolts.
To be fair, I said nothing about Farron.
I mean, it's true.
No, this is all in contract.
That's right.
Yes, I've been meaning to ask you about that contract, Farron. Petrov, we need to look over that a little bit.
You do not find satisfactory? I thought it was a very efficient way of ensuring continued partnership, yes?
Oh, trust me, I think it is necessary. Possibly we need to make some adjustments based on our recent experiences, I guess I shall say.
Yeah, you wish to add clause about not turning Chester over to church in case of potential holy war.
Among a few other additions, yes, exactly.
Yeah, I cannot disagree that circumstances perhaps require revisiting of document. When we return, perhaps after dinner.
He pulls out like the 500-page manuscript that you've written to cover all available possibilities of not killing each other or turning each other into the authorities.
It's a pretty well thought out document, really.
I mean,
We've been working on it for years. This is like the 11th
Yeah,
iteration.
since day one. Mhm.
you guys have.
It's edition
I mean,
12.
It gets bigger every time.
you guys are some of the most cunning minds in the world, so I believe it. I believe that 100%. Okay. So who hasn't? Who thinks? Who among you believes they have not absolved all of their role playing and/or gotten all of their resources accounted for whatever you're about to go do?
I haven't.
I would like for everyone to pray for me.
Cool. Awesome. Hannibal,
What?
I need you to roll me an alchemy check kit based on intelligence.
Okay.
It's a seven.
No! God damn it!
So what are you going to play next?
Oh God, no!
This has to be good. Come on, Jordan. Lay it on it.
Oh, fuck me, no!
He blows off an arm, blows off 2 legs.
Hold on. I have to look something up real quick.
Does 10d6 damage. Just by the way.
Oh, is that you already know what I'm going for here?
I do, but I don't know the actual damage.
I think it's somewhere close to there.
I think it is too.
A fireball. It's 86.
If it's a fireball, then it's 86. If it's something else, perhaps
Explosive
explosive of
power.
sorts, it's. I think it's 3d10. I could be wrong, or something along the lines.
You take 32 fire damage. You're not unconscious, are you?
Who else is in the room with him?
Oh, he's the only one in the room.
Oh God.
So I think appropriately, right as yes. Yeah, sure. You can apply that. I think appropriately, right as Vi and right as Vi and Petrov finish. Were you guys in the bungalow? We said you were on watch somewhere, right? Like out in the
Yeah, I
town?
assume you were out in the city
You're
watching one of the
outside.
exits.
Yeah, somewhere.
So maybe you guys finished the conversation, been relieved by the Chester and Farron combo I mentioned earlier, and you're walking back, and I think you finished the conversation, and from in the direction of the bungalow, you hear a resounding and a flash of light. And Morella, for you inside, you're probably back in the courtyard, like working out or something, because that's what you do. All of a sudden, you hear this as well, but much closer, and the side of the building where Hannibal's room is now blown out and on fire.
She rushes over towards it immediately, and without even whether the door is, off.
I mean, you could just
Or-
run through the wall because there's a big hole in the side of the building now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just standing there.
Hannibal, your clothes are shredded. Let me look at your character sheet here real quick, because that's gonna apply to some things too. Let's see here. All your parchment is gone. Roll a d20 for your crossbow. Crossbow's fine. Roll a all your clothes are dunsies though, because this also ignited all the rest of the gunpowder as well, because that was all also in your room.
Jesus Christ.
But you had leather armor, so I'll say that's fine. This number 3 item, what is that? Was that like a special item that you had from your background or whatever? Hannibal? This book?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just know that I have it.
Okay, roll a d20 for that, whatever it is. Yeah, that's fine too.
Okay, that's great, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go ahead. Your common clothes are gone, and your robes are gone. Those are just two beyond repair.
So that means that you can see the thing.
Oh yeah, I can see all the things.
But but you can see one.
We finally get to find out what he looks like underneath his many costumes.
Oh yeah, no. If Morella sees you, yeah, absolutely, she can see the thing.
She's already seen that.
She's the only one currently at the house, so you got lucky.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 for the alchemy set as well, because might be the quickest 50 gold down the drain ever. Yeah, alchemy set's destroyed.
No!
I think that's relatively low on your list of problems right now.
No! Like you see Hannibal go just like on his knees going like...
Is it that scene with Darth Vader on his knees and he screams, "Oh no!" type of thing?
Yep. It's precisely the Star Wars scene with Luke Skywalker screaming "no" as he's holding onto the power conduit right before he launches himself off of it.
I was thinking of more of Revenge of the Sith at the very end with Darth Vader, as he finds out that Padme dies. But that is also fitting.
No.
So.
What about my poultice?
I think your poultices are probably fine.
You just like, no. Wait, what about that?
They're probably fine. They're like a paste-like substance.
Okay.
So yeah, you've taken a massive amount of damage.
Highly flammable.
There's been a massive explosion.
I'm fine.
We'll figure out what the two of you are doing because you'll have some time. But Vi and Arkady, you see this occur, and like it's within like sprinting distance of like it's maybe not close enough to like get there real fast, but yeah, and also running through the streets may also show some, I don't know what you want to call it, but what do? You're probably within like maybe 2 minutes running distance from it.
Yeah, Arkady, I think, will look to Vi and just be like, I will catch up. Because she's so much faster than me.
It's true. Vi, do you take off?
I think there's a moment when Vi just wants to turn the other way and just walk away. And then she's like, yes, oh, okay. And then I just take off.
That was meant to be a whisper. Yeah, so you start running and you guys start moving up there. So you'll get there. So you've got about 2 minutes. Marilla, you run over there. It's the whole room is on fire. In fact, the building may just eventually catch on fire, just based on the amount of destruction that's going on here. The whole wall to Hannibal's room is blown out, including the walls that in fact, I knew I built a map for this on purpose. In fact, let's just go ahead and say it here. So Hannibal, you have this room right here.
Yep.
So let's find that rubble thing that I used earlier to make something, because I know it's on here.
In the meantime,
so this.
Hey, did Dane survive the explosion?
No.
Wow, you are just racking up the fairies.
For sure not. Dane has 1 hit point. So this whole wall is just busted and rubble. Let me just copy paste this a few times. This.
If anyone asks, somebody else did it.
This whole wall is just rubble.
I need a new room.
you don't get a new room after that, you little shit.
I think you need to put out your current room first.
I mean, the room is the least of your worries at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Marilla and Hannibal, you have about 2 minutes before anyone arrives, because Vi and Arkady are probably going to be first on scene.
Yeah, Morella picks you up, Hannibal, and she's like, "What happened?"
There was an accident. For now, let's put out the fire.
Yeah, she probably immediately drops you and starts to look for something to put out the fire with.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
I wish we still had a party wizard.
Yeah, that'd be great, right?
Yeah, right.
Could plant growth potentially do it? Like,
I mean,
Brown eye.
plants catch on fire, so
I don't think plant growth is going to do anything for you here.
okay, I would like to take my blanket and just start beating out the flames.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much your best bet. Let me
yeah.
just-
Essentially, is Morella going to do the same? She's gonna like go to her room, grab a blanket of heavy sorts, and start beating down any flames she can to like snuff it out.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Maybe you can use your alchemy set to create some kind of extinguisher fluid.
Oh wait, he broke that. JK.
Jordan,
Yes.
I fucking hate you.
You're the
You
one who
hate
did
dice.
it.
Correct.
I know.
Correction. You hate dice. The
Listen,
dice
hate
gods
dice.
don't favor you.
I'm just going to mention you were running experimental tests on primitive black powder.
I know. It's all my fault, but still. God damn it.
Understand this also, that Jordan is just a mere preacher of the dice gods. The dice gods do not favor you.
I'm
At all.
going to warn you, this is not going to end well in any regard.
No, it's not.
So, yes.
I am coming up with lies for so many people already.
Yes, you should be. Actually, this one's totally better. Let's just use this one.
Oh god, it's bigger!
So the fire is spreading, and you attempt to like start putting it out with your blankets, and you know you're doing all of these different things, and there's just fire everywhere. It's just
Why is it still exploding?
You're pretty certain that you're not going to be able to put it out like the two of you. It's going to require like some venerable assistance. Also, Hannibal, you're completely naked. Or actually, no, you're not naked. Your clothes have probably fused to your body in certain locations.
Okay. What about in the chest area?
Yeah, no, for sure, in the chest area. That would have been the hardest hit place. In fact, you're lucky that I didn't make you roll on the critical injuries chart anyway.
I know. I love you for that. Thank you.
Okay, that's your one gimme on this one.
Man, you gotta be heartless.
So
No remorse.
I think I know what I'm gonna have to do too.
So you have about a minute left. If you start putting it out, you realize that like it's not happening. Like
I
it's just
throw the
spreading too
blanket.
fast.
I throw the blanket, covered the chest.
So you wrap it around yourself. The blanket's also pretty burnt as well. Like
I don't care as if my junk's showing. I just can't have my chest showing.
sure.
And then I'm also gonna put on a hat.
Okay, there's no hats in your immediate vicinity at all.
Because you've blown everything to smithereens.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna be like, "We need to get out of here, Timorella."
Yes, I can see that. It seems the fire is spreading too quickly. And, she probably, how, injured are you, Hannibal?
I am bad, actually. I'm like,
Are you,
I'm not
limping? Are you,
I'm hurt.
coughing up blood or anything?
Yeah, I mean he's fucked up. It's more the state of how he looks currently than his actual like health.
Yeah.
As you have learned, I am good with fire.
I don't care about that. I care about your current state. Are you well enough?
I'm on the leave, yes. I'm on it to walk out. It just, I look like shit right now, especially considering.
Yeah, and she probably maybe throws your arm around her shoulder and starts helping you get out of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, the smoke is starting to become a problem now as well, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys begin to head on out, and I think that it's probably appropriate that as you have your arm over the shoulder and you walk out coughing.
Son of a bitch! I was gonna have a scene too.
You guys get outside. Hannibal's holding his blanket around him, and Vi,
I can't trust anyone.
Vi, you
can't
come running
trust
up
anyone.
and skidding to a halt as they get across down the steps and to the outside, and you see that whole side of the building is just all fucked up.
There's a fire.
Clearly, how the hell did it start?
You
Him.
need to put it out.
I'm sorry, this was not an attack. This was you? And I'm looking at Hannibal.
Yeah.
I blame Arcadi. He got me the alchemy set.
So you literally burned our house down. Are you kidding me right now?
That might have happened.
Yes.
Feel free to perform a miracle or something.
Don't.
Yes, because I'm that type of cleric.
Any cleric can use divine intervention.
Yeah. She, Marilla kind of, like, looks at that, like, house and things like that, and she's like, it seems that tomorrow we have no choice. We make our plans, whether or not we are fully prepared.
Yes, but the house is burning down.
Yes, this
We
was
can't
my,
do anything about it, Vi.
This was my plan. This way, we had to make a decision.
Yeah, and she probably, like, drops you, like, right there, Hannibal. She's like, if this was your plan, I didn't like it.
I'm lying. I'm sorry. Don't drop me. It was an accident.
Yeah, Hannibal's like clutching a blanket to his chest. All the rest of his clothes are like fused to his skin and like falling off.
Marilla
and
doesn't
ashy
seem to be in a very good mood at the moment. And
I mean, is anybody in a good mood at the moment?
I got
No, but
you
it
dropped me on a rock. It hurts. There's a rock up my ass now.
good. Perhaps your own stupidity is for the fault of this.
I think with that line, like perhaps your own stupidity is the fault of this. Petrov, you come lumbering up.
Oh, Petrov sees my face. Should I send that to him?
Yes, you should send him what your face looks like.
Oh boy.
In fact, everyone that is currently in the call has seen what your face. You can just say it.
Yeah, it's basically the left side of my face is completely like burned. Like it's you can see the muscles and
He's
the flesh
Two-Face.
in the side, and but yeah, I'm Two-Face basically. You can see the teeth in my cheek.
Yep. But it's clear that that was not like caused by this explosion. Let's
Not fresh enough.
let's be clear. It's not a fresh wound. It is, however, a flesh wound.
Haha, the joke was made.
That hurts.
God
That's
damn.
great. It's good stuff.
Yeah, seriously.
So
I've
yeah,
heard-
so Arkady, you enter scene when Morella is saying, "This is your own stupid fault."
I still blame Arcadi.
Who's attacking?
No one's attacking. Hannibal made a mistake.
The alchemy set blew up.
This is what you wanted for?
Oh no. I mean, I don't think I want this at that point at my junk. You know? Just like everything like out on display.
Just clutching this blanket to his chest, and everything else is just like burnt or singed or fused to his body.
Maybe move towel down slightly.
No, don't you touch my towel.
I'm not getting anywhere near touching you. God. Oh.
Your loss.
God, Arcady's making con saves right now not to retch.
Yeah, his body
Someone
is...
stole half of your face.
Right.
You know, that hurts, alright? The price of knowledge is deep, as you can see. And then I
Yes, and the price of
house.
stupidity is greater, Hannibal.
This is knowledge, don't you see?
No, this is stupidity.
How did you... This would be amazing weapon, but what in the world did you do?
You know that weapon that we saw the other day? That
It does this?
Yeah.
Arkady is driven silent in sheer horror.
Sure. And now Chester, you and Farron are probably like, you know, chuckling or rolling some dice or whatever, and I think like one of you glances up and you see like the column of smoke now rising from the basically the royal, like the noble rings.
Behold what the power of weaponry can do.
Chester's first thought is, that's probably our house. It's just the way this night's going, huh, Farron?
Yeah, and he turns around, he's like, well, aye, perhaps we should wait to see if Vi sends us a message. Maybe it's not.
As
Maybe
if
it's
on
just a
cue.
coincidence.
Hey, Jordan, I think it's time to expand the fire again.
No. We still have a few minutes.
Okay.
I would think that as if on cue, Vi would send Chester a message that said, "The freaking masked one blew up our house."
Of course he did. And I'm the
That'd be
problem
great.
child.
Science!
Back to carving.
Yeah.
This one explicitly with Hannibal's name on it.
Yeah, so, your eyes kind of, like, glaze over, and Farron's probably like, was that her? What happened? What is going on?
Well, Hannibal blew up our house. Yeah.
Farron's like, is everyone okay? Is Marilla okay?
Yeah, probably.
We should
Yeah.
go back.
Probably not.
What if they need assistance?
I mean, and then he points over to the huge column of smoke.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna help with that. In fact, when the paladins come, probably just gonna make it worse.
As if on cue, riding hard in your direction, you guys see there's a group of paladins. And, they ride up upon you on their horses, and they skid to a halt. And some of them are, like, drawing weapons, like, trying to figure out, like, if it's an attack or what's going on. And
The house blew up. Something happened.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
a couple of them are, like, running into the courtyard, like, running into the house to see what they can find. But there are definitely, like, a couple of you, because, like, you're obviously, like, involved in some way. And there's probably, like, 4 or 5 knights, and you can see a couple of, like, priests also coming up, because they're walking or running at this point.
Yeah, so Petrov's going to leap to the fore there before anybody else can, say things.
Talk at
Also,
all.
the second Vi saw them, she would have immediately blinked out.
Yeah.
I would also like to dimension door away.
I mean, you'll be seen.
Then never mind. Damn it.
Yeah,
Really late.
you'll be seen there and then not there immediately.
Damn it.
Maybe find, like, a second blanket or something, though. But,
No, this one's for my chest. I don't give a shit about my junk.
yeah, other people might.
I
Because
don't
it's kind of
care.
smothering.
I just got blown
Anyway.
up.
Petrov leaps to the fore to declare, as loudly as he can with his tiny halfling lungs, "There has been an attack on the life of Lady Mirella Fairheart!"
Sure, I think some of the knights like kind of look at each other because they don't recognize the name, but you called her a lady, and they're gonna take your like word for it, and this is clearly like a noble's house, right?
Totally.
Yep, so plausible.
Yeah, I'm a back up going like, look what they did to my face.
Oh god!
Yeah, and I think that if you say that, then one of them's gonna come up to you, and they're gonna like kneel down next to you, and they're gonna be like, "What happened? Who did this?
I don't know. It was somebody.
What did they look like?"
Dude, you're asking. I don't fucking know.
We'll need more information.
I didn't see anybody. All I know is that I heard something to boom.
Quick reminder, we're already associated with the burning demons in the south of town, right?
Sure are.
Yeah, so Arcadi's quickly going to draw a line to that, seeing as this isn't even the first building that's burned down in our presence.
Correct.
And
Or
very
the last.
quickly try to spin an explanation of how we are currently, on the trail of suspected wizards causing trouble in town, associated with that demon summoning and the burning of, I've forgotten what exactly burned down, but that place, and say that, obviously we're being led currently by Lady Morella, daughter of Count, what's his name, and they are obvious. This is obviously their latest, their attempt to get us off their trail.
I would like to point to one of the pilots and say, "Can I get some clothes?"
I think a priestess probably comes up with like a blanket, and she kind of like wraps it around your shoulders, and I think that she like goes to take the old ratty one away.
No.
I think she's like sitting there and she's insistent. She's like, no, sir, this is not for you.
This is a special blanket. Thank
She's
you.
like, It's harming you. Your skin is still so hot it will fuse. We need to. And she's like reaching in, like grabbing it, like trying to pull it away a little more forcefully.
No. and then I'm gonna turn, and then I'm gonna be. I can't show my chest. It's immodest of me. It's. I
Okay, that
can't
would be
get
so
married.
much easier.
I
Yeah,
can't get married if I show you my chest.
To quicken this pace up, Morella is going to yank the blanket
You fuck.
from
Okay.
Hannibal.
Vi
Yeah.
and
I quickly cover up.
Arcadi roll a
blanket.
perception check.
Oh god, I don't even know if I want to.
I need to roll some too as well.
I quickly
You're welcome.
cover it up. Shit.
You're the one who rolled the 1. Alright.
You rolled a straight.
You had one job.
You're okay.
No,
I'm
I
far
don't-
too busy lying to notice you.
Yep.
All right,
Oh.
that's the priest. Now I gotta roll for this guy.
He rolls a crit. Oh.
Oh god.
Appropriately, because everybody else is freaking out about what's going on, Vi, you're kind of observing the situation. And as Hannibal's the blanket is ripped away from Hannibal's chest before he's able to like cover up with the new blanket that was given to him, there is a piece of wood that looks like a stake that's driven into the center of his chest, and you can see that there's a faint glow coming not from the fire that's surrounding the building at this point, but from the middle of his chest. It's kind of green in origin. And you see that right as he covers it up, and like hastily you can see him like looking around, make sure nobody saw, but you're invisible, so he didn't like maybe he turned away from everyone else right towards you as he went to cover up. There's something going on there, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool. So let's hold on. I have to. I gotta adjust this again. All right, cool. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, so depending on how much more I need to be talking to these paladins right now, Petrov is going to try to dart inside to see if he can rescue any of his own stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think luckily we had been kind of determined that you guys had most of your own stuff on you at all times, because like you guys were, you know, ready to go at most points. But yeah, I think that like, before it completely burns down, you're able to like go get some more stuff and recover most people's stuff. Hannibal was the only one that was directly affected by the explosion. But I think that the group of you noticed fairly quickly none of you are going anywhere anytime soon. The crowd that is growing around you is only filled with more and more paladins and more priests and priestesses, and even the like city guard are now arriving here and assessing the scene. And there's a bunch of civilians too, probably like helping the paladins, like water training, and some of the clerics. Some of the priests and priestesses who know some of the water spells, like summon water or whatever. Are like assisting and trying to like put out the fire, and you're gonna lose about half the building before they actually are able to get it out, or at least get it under control.
Man, good thing Chester's not here.
Yeah. It's a real
Yeah,
good thing.
so let's go back to that though, Chester. So you are Farron is like he's like pacing back and forth and like looks out towards the house and like paces back and forth a few more times and looks out towards the house and paces back and forth a few more times, and like this is going on for like these multiple minutes while this is happening. And he does it a bunch more times, and it's got to the point where you're just like ignoring him, right? Like at this point, like whatever, dude, like you're crazy. This is our job. We need to be doing this.
Yeah, I've set up my crossbow, like steadied it and everything on the tunnel, and just am watching it. I don't even care anymore.
Right. Yeah. So I think that like there's been a couple times where like he's tried to get your attention and like come over there, and like maybe in the beginning you like went over there and you looked and like you're like, no, that's nothing. Like he's like, wait, is the smoke turning white now? Does that mean they're there? Does that mean they're putting it out? And you're like, Farron, calm down, right? Like you're trying to be like nice, at least ish about it, but then you eventually just get to the ignoring him phase. And I think that there's one point where he's like, Chester, come here.
Last time.
Yeah, and you get up and you walk over there and you see that he's not looking at the fire this time. He's looking at probably like you were probably looking at like one entrance, like the tunnel over the other way, but he was looking at like a separate, like one of the great entrances probably. And as you walk over there, you see there's 3 individuals that get out from like this great entrance, and they're like hooded. And you see they look at the fire for a moment, and they like pull their hoods down, and their heads are like shaved, and they have that same like that plain face, the same face that they all wear. And you see them like they start talking to each other, and then I think that you see one of them bend down and help out another individual from the tunnel. And this individual is different though. It is a much shorter in stature individual, and he gets helped out, and I think that he pulls his hood down, and you can see that it is clearly a dwarf. And the dwarf has like this long kind of white and graying beard, or black and graying beard, like salt and pepper. It comes down to his belt, and he's got this like big scraggly bunch of hair. And he kind of like, he looks at the others, and like you see them talking to each other.
Can I hear them, or are they too far away?
No, they're too far away to hear them.
Gotcha.
But he probably like points to the 3 of them and points back down, and they get back in the tunnels, and you see him put his hood up again and begin walking towards the house. Like it's clear like that's what they were talking about, and that's where he's like headed.
I'm going to run and grab my crossbow from the other window.
Yep.
And try and set my sights on him.
You can take a shot at him?
At first, I'm going to tell Farron that I'm very heavily thinking of taking a shot at him. Then I'm going to... Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think Farron is just like... Farron doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know if he should tell you not to. He doesn't know if it's a good idea, because he doesn't... He's lost at this moment. So it's I think it's on you to make that decision.
So I'm gonna hide myself as best as possible and tell Farron to get away from the window.
Sure, yeah.
And then I'm gonna take the shot.
Sure, go ahead and take a shot.
First combat roll in like 2 sessions.
I'm gonna... Do I have inspiration? I do. I'm gonna use inspiration.
Well, I mean, it's not my fault y'all didn't go into the tunnels.
I mean, we tried, and then fucking Hannibal fucked everything up.
No, I wanted to, remember?
Let it be known that I can't trust any of you fucks anymore. I literally can't.
A 15 is enough to hit him.
Okay.
So you hit him. Let me see if he can actually survive.
I'm an assassin too, so yeah, auto crits.
It does auto crit. So go ahead and roll the additional. What is it like?
D10 and
1d10 and 2d6 on top of that.
So an additional 12
on top of the 26, so that is 38 damage.
Nice boy, man. That should be the talk of the session.
So you fire, and we get the bullet time shot, and the arrow flies, and we see it like coming down, and it's spinning in the air, and we see that like maybe you forgot, but we see Petrov's name across the shaft of the bolt, and it impales and goes through the back of his neck, and you see his head just snap back, and he just falls over, clearly dead. And I think that's the best place we can end our session.
And then an ominous voice says, "Headshot," type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you killed him. He only had 27 health.
I would like to apologize to everybody.
You should.
Because this feels like...
Mainly me, because I just got through fucking dealing with Chester. Now I have to deal with you, asshole.
Here's the deal. I'm going to give some experience.
You better.
And I'm also going to forewarn everybody this. Y'all about to get taken into custody and questioned heavily. Probably individually. So I would prepare yourselves for that for next week. And
Question.
Man, Farron and I are going to have such a good game.
Yes, bye.
Am I included in this?
No, you blink, turned invisible.
It's the other three. It's the actual not nefarious group.
Just checking.
Yeah.
You know, it's our two upper class people and the guy whose fault this is.
Right,
Yeah.
and I think that will become very clear throughout the thing. So, needless to say, I'll be in contact probably with the three of you, just letting you know how it's going to go down. And it'll be better if I do it individually, because then I want to see how the other three react to stimuli that they encounter.
Well, you know my schedule. Message me whenever.
So you're saying that you want us to actually do this individually?
No. We'll do it in the game, but I'm going to speak with all of you individually. Because I don't want the other three to know exactly what they're going to be looking at when it happens.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So,
All right, let's go with experience and inspiration.
Yes.
Complicated note on that point, by the way. I will probably not be available for next week's game.
That's right. We can work with that. Let me hang out real quick after the session. I'll see what we can do. Maybe.
Sure.
Just like 5 minutes or whatever. Where the heck is that? I always forget how much experience you guys get.
Okay. All I have to know is that whenever anyone fucks up, I just immediately murder them now. I literally have to go an evil character and just murder everyone.
I'd like
Just
to point
keep
out,
my sanity in check.
I'd like to point out that I did kill a house. So can we get experience for that?
No, you don't get experience for
Yeah,
killing
you get
houses.
0 XP for killing a 0 challenge
I'm
rating
actually going to
creature.
take experience
Good job.
away.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
You should for Hannibal. Take away 20,000. GG fucker.
Alright, so...
No, it's just... Yeah, I figured it was gonna go that way.
Everybody gets 980 experience. And I'm going to do outro, but I'll be back in just a minute. Hello, everyone. Stream. So, that was fun. There's a huge fire burning down their house now, so that's great. See? Large fireball. And we're going to do some massive interrogation next time. And that should be tons of fun, and all of my enemies can advance their plans because the party plans too much. It's great. I love it. I love every part about it. But that was fun. If you're interested in any of my other content, you can go check out my YouTube. I think it's down there in the description area. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed what you were watching. Come back next week on Friday at 6 p.m. EST to see the continuation. In the meantime, hope you have a great day, and try not to get TPK'd.